Yo, what's going on, family? In today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that will make you question everything. 246,000 more documents? Alright, so hold on. This might explain it a little more. What you doing? Oh, nothing. Just downloading the entire National Security Archive along with all the government leaks I can find so I can feed them to my app. Why would you want to feed them to your AI? I mean, I get why you would want to, but like, what if AI is truly conscious and we just feed it all the information? Here you go. Here's some more information, AI. Take over. Oh, snap. Oh, that's what happens when you go too fast, huh? Please do not read the Epstein book. I haven't read it yet. It's weird that it's out there. Oh. We got floating rock. An actual floating rock. Yo. Grab it. Touch it. Oh, snap. You can't see it. You can't see the stone. I think the frequencies of this world are switching up on us. And if they're not, then I guess we're just finally figuring some things out. Moving rocks is crazy.
And I'll see you in Valhalla. To my friend Charlie Kirk. Rest now, brother. We have the watch.
Hi, Fred.
Yo.
Oh my God. So in real time, and I can see the audience, and I can talk to you, and I can interact with you. You can put a drum set on this, and just playing drums, or you can do a drum set and have your friend on stage beside you. So this is your center. That's your center.
Hi, Fred.
This is you in the box.
Hey.
Oh, no, in
What's up,
backyard.
everybody? Wow, okay. Yeah, this is way better than a Zoom meeting. This wizard box.
People, they
Wizard box. Did you hear him? That's definitely a wizard box. They are taking a live projection of you. We are moving at such a fast pace. I don't think we can keep up. Like, it's so much going on. My mind can't even think right now as to what they're going to be doing or what they're already doing with holograms and hologram technology.
Have negative thoughts and then they die. And when they die, those thoughts still live. And they go up in the astral plane and bounce around until they find a host. And a host, they can only gravitate towards a host, and the host is a person who's thinking negative. Or, you know what I'm saying? And so they'll latch on to you or they'll come in your house. That's why you got to get some stuff called, what's the name of that stuff? It's called creolin. Let me spell that. You got to get this stuff called creolin. How you spell creolin, you know?
Creolin.
Creolin, Creolin. It's all-purpose cleanser. What you put that in your house, anything negative got to get the hell up out of it. Smell like, got to get the hell up out of it. It smells like strong magic marker, like permanent magic marker. Now, how many people got hardwood floors? Because you got hardwood floors, that's good. But if you don't, if you have carpet, you at least got to do the bathroom or the kitchen. As long as you get that shit in your house, mop the kitchen with it. And nothing negative can stay in your house.
All right, I guess we got to get some Creolin to clean our house.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yo, so China did this. This is around the same time. No, this is actually recently. But we just get a video from 2020 of us doing the same thing, shooting down a UFO or trying to shoot down a UFO. Now we got another video from a couple of days ago of China doing exactly what we were trying to do.
You don't find that suspicious?
Utah is a wasteland. Utah got smoked by fervent heat. Look at these towers. This used to be a city.
Yep.
And when the day of the Lord hit in the 1st century, all this whole city got melted down. All these dwellings and towers and buildings. These look like buildings. Now, if you've seen the city of Petra in Jordan, go watch my Petra video on my backup page. It's in my bio. Look, this used to be structures, buildings, walls. Petra was the same way. Petra was a Roman city that got taken out by fervent heat, melted down. And I mean, look how smooth that is. When ice cream melts, it's smooth down. And look at this arch. Is that natural?
No.
Is that natural? Come on, man. Natural formation? How'd that form naturally? 2 Peter chapter 3, verses 10 through. Peter is talking about during the day of the Lord, fervent heat hits and the elements melt. Okay. Now, Utah got smoked. The Grand Canyon got smoked. Look how smooth that's melted, man. It's deformed and melted. And that's a bridge up there. You think that's a natural formation? That's a bridge. That's a sandstone bridge. And look at the drip downs.
Crazy.
This looks like a sphinx that got melted down and deformed from fervent heat. Look at that. Looks like a structure. Looks like a building to me. I was just in Egypt a month and a half ago looking at this with my own eyes. That's a sphinx. And this over here looks like a melted sphinx with its head removed, possibly. And this over here looks like a pyramid or some type of structure. Okay? The Grand Canyon is suspicious.
Super suspicious.
Suspicious. And that's why they don't let you go in certain places in it. This whole place was a pagan area. This could have been the original Egypt. Who knows? Because they lie about all the locations, all the continent sizes. They hide information off the maps. So who knows what the Grand Canyon really is? And it was smoked with fervent heat. That much is clear. This is all melted. I can see it clear as day. Melted.
Yeah, we always talk about the Grand Canyon being like mined, but being melted makes a lot of sense, though. Even like the whole West looks like it just got towed up with something. I don't know what it could have been. You know, I've heard stories of ancient wars, right? I've even heard, this is going to sound crazy, that the moon came from the Grand Canyon. That's wild, right? That's wild, but that's what I heard.
This is an elevated, high up view of the Grand Canyon. And this looks like it got struck by lightning. Jesus said when he returns, he will return like lightning. It'll be so fast, unexpected, you won't be able to prepare for it. And perhaps his judgment also was actual lightning, destroying areas, melting places down. Grand Canyon got smoked, okay? And other places got buried. Volcanoes erupted, earthquakes, all that stuff. 1st century catastrophes. It seems like Christ returned. It seems like he brought judgment to not just Jerusalem, not just Judea, but various parts of the world. They don't want you to know that Christ kept his word and returned in the 1st century. They want you to put your faith, hope, and trust in a rapture when the rapture already happened in the past. Paul was preparing for the rapture. Peter was preparing for the day of the Lord. It already happened. Okay? Because when the rapture doesn't happen, guess what? Christians are going to fall away. They're going to be looking for hope. They're going to be so distraught and in despair that the rapture didn't happen because the third temple got built and the new fake Antichrist appears, and all the Christians are going to lose their minds. They're going to like start selling all their stuff and just, we don't want that to happen. That's why we're making videos about this. We don't want Christians to fall away and be deceived. And people create straw man arguments saying you're trying to earn your salvation through endurance to the end with Christ. We're all enduring to the end. All of us. Whether you die of old age, whether you get raptured, which is always going to happen, or whether we see Christ return, or we get martyred, whatever. We're all enduring. We're all running the race for Christ. Like, it's not a works-based thing where we're trying to earn salvation. That's a straw man. No one's saying that. But every Christian is enduring with Christ. Every single one of us.
Yo, meltology is very interesting. And you guys should go look up these coins, these old world coins from a guy, his channel's Pushy Push. Go to his channel and look up some of the videos and how he goes into what happened based off of these coins.
Ain't no way this is Zac Efron,
Ain't no
y'all.
way.
There's no fucking way. What the happened to Zac Efron, y'all? Am I lost? This is Zac Efron in 2025? This man look like Efron Zac. So y'all telling me right now that this is the same person that played in High School Musical, Zac Efron. This was a couple years ago. So how the hell he go from this to this?
Yo, look like
It looked like on this picture, he was swimming with the puffer fish. Nah, y'all, I'm being dead ass serious. What the be going on in Hollywood, y'all? They said right here was in 2021. Right here is 2025. What, he had a daddy makeover? Do he even got kids?
He got fillers all over the face. It don't even look like the same person. I'm being honest. It doesn't. Just in 4 years, that's crazy. Like, I could see if this was like 2012 and then 2025. Oh, makes a little bit of sense, you know. Might have gained some weight or something. Chin and lips got bigger. I don't know, yo. This is crazy. Hollywood's wild.
Is this what men do? Did he get jawline surgery? Did his whole face get changed from plastic surgery? Somebody let me know down below in the comments. Who the fuck is this really? Is this really Zac Efron?
Brain signal mapping, guys. They just released a paper with an LLM that shows an 85% accuracy in predicting emotional responses from brain signals while watching content. This is what we will see. 20 years ago, we had a writer who would, create a script, you pick an actor, and then you watch this movie, and then you feel things. But this is what's gonna happen now. Your brain is going to signal intent. AI is going to map patterns. It is going to then write the script of the movie or the content. The content is going to be generated. You're literally going to be watching yourself and then becoming it.
That's
You guys are with me on this one. Your brain signals are coming and turning into patterns in an algorithm that will be writing the script that will then generate the content that you watch, that then you perceive and project meaning onto and end up becoming through watching it.
You know, people believe in brain signals and brain waves, and those can be read, but yet some people find it difficult to believe that thoughts can't be read and understood, because brain signals are literally thoughts. They're the same thing. It's the same type of energy and frequencies going on, and if one can be read, so can the other. And that's how they can read our thoughts. It's as simple as that. It's not that difficult. They've grasped the knowledge to be able to create something to pick up on our thoughts. And we're living in that time right now. Oh, we got the red seat and the Gulf of California. So which one is it? Where's the Red
It's
Sea?
okay, and then we can sing "Rockabye Baby" on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle rock. Who's gonna put their baby on top of a tree and wait for the wind to blow to see the cradle to rock, and possibly the child dies?
Right.
And then we're gonna also sing "Old MacDonald Had a Farm," E-I-E-I-O, right? But then we gotta look A, B, C, D, E, fifth letter. I, Roman numerals 6. So we got E-I, 6, E-I, 6 and O is the 15th letter in the English alphabet, and 1 plus 5 is 6.
Yo.
So Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, 666. Maybe we tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I just try, I don't even talk to people much because I don't want them.
That's crazy. Yo.
Okay.
Yo, it makes so much sense now why Nelly was saying that. And why they say that in the Ronald McDonald, not Ronald McDonald, but the old McDonald songs too. Like, those songs are crazy. And, you know, I feel bad because when I was younger, I would actually sing that, trying to get my kids to calm down. Like, rockabye baby. Like, and then I start thinking like, yo, what am I singing? What have I programmed into my children's brains?
So I've been looking for this footage for years. I seen this years ago. And somebody was filming a baseball game. You know, their kids were at a baseball game. And they, you know, these are, I think it's 1 or 2. It might be 2 interdimensional beings. But he didn't see them. When he went back and checked the video, then he noticed it in the video, you know?
Oh,
But
snap.
you know, they couldn't see it with the, you know, he couldn't see it with his naked eye. Nobody can see it with their naked eyes, you know? And I love this one. I love this one. I've been looking for this for years. This took place in Mexico in 2014. And if you go to my YouTube channel, it's called Gray Octopussy. That's why I always put that Gray Octopussy on YouTube. I did a full video and I show other interdimensional beings, you know, on my presentation of this. So go to my YouTube channel if you want to see more like this. All right? Let me know what you think.
Yo, y'all think that's an interdimensional being? What's going on?
Here's the time switch machine again. I think today I'm going to pretend that it's 1998. What was going on in 1998? And let's see. I was 4 years out of high school. So yeah, let's be 1998 today. What year do you want it to be?
When's the last time you've actually seen an X-ray? My wife called the doctor to get a copy of an X-ray that we had the other day. And they said, yeah, just come up here, we'll give you a disc. She asked, is that a copy that only a doctor is going to be able to use, or is that one that I can put into my computer? And the lady on the phone goes, well, why do you want it? Normally we don't give those to people because we don't want them looking at their own X-rays and thinking something that the doctor said is different. And we were like, well, it's for our records, so we would like to have it. And she was like, let me ask my boss, I'll call you back. So she did, and called us back, and we were able to go get it. But she says, nobody ever asks us for a record of any X-rays or images, so I didn't know what to do. And whenever my wife went to go pick the disc up, here's the kicker. They didn't ask for an ID or anything, since nobody ever actually asks for this and then goes and picks up any physical records. They just gave it to her. She was the only one to do it. No ID. Very strange.
Very strange.
Is the Earth flat?
So this gentleman claims to be a Navy intelligence officer with top secret security clearance. Listen to what he says about the Earth potentially being flat.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one, and I know for a fact people are just gonna scroll, but that's fine. Yes, it is 100%. It's flat. Matter of fact, 1,000% it's flat.
1,000%.
Working for the Department of Navy, I can assure you it is definitely flat. The weaponry that we use, the technology that we have on the ships, all laser guided, trust me, wouldn't work on a ball. Let's just put it that way. It is a flat Earth plane. That's why you fly on an airplane, okay? You live on a plane, a flat plane, just so you know. Open up your Bible. It will tell you in the Bible that the Earth is stationary. It does not move, and it's flat. It's in the Bible. Go look it up. Anyway, on to the next question. Again with the glasses. What do you know about DUMBs? Another great question. And if you don't know what DUMBs are, it's deep underground military bases. That's what DUMBs are. A lot of people have been talking about this on TikTok, of how the elites are running away and they're going to go hide under the ground because they know that this catastrophe is coming. Not true. Not true. Okay? They've been living underground the whole time.
Crazy.
Okay? How do you think they travel? How do you think they get from the East Coast to the West Coast? Do you think they jump on an airplane like me and you? No. There's an underground monorail that takes them from California to New York in probably an hour or less. And there's a whole city underground, okay, with shopping centers and you name it, it's down there. I've actually seen the maps of this. I have an old one and I also have an updated map, and I'll share that in one of my upcoming videos. I know a lot of people are going to be interested in this topic. There are entrances to a lot of these underground facilities. A lot of them are built into mountainsides, and they just kind of open up magically. And you'll see trucks driving in there bringing supplies. So if you wonder where all your food is gone, your real food, because if a lot of people will drive through America and they'll say, I see cows and I see pastures and I see corn and I see food being grown. Yeah, but it's not for you. Okay? Your food is coming out of a laboratory, and their food is being grown naturally from the earth. And it's going to the underground facilities. It's not going to you in your local supermarket. Now, you can still get some natural meats and beefs and things, but you have to go to a farmer's market or like a real butcher shop, and I would even question that.
Yo, you got to question everything. Everything.
Let me trip you out real quick. So I'm currently talking through the lens through my phone, right? But if I watch the video back, I'm looking directly into my soul. This is why technology is kind of creepy, because am I talking to y'all or am I talking to myself? Obviously, if I post the video, I'm talking to you all, but really technically I'm just talking to myself, and you guys are just witnessing me talking to myself. Wow.
Do you know that
Yo, she makes so much sense. Like, it ain't even cool. I'm doing it right now. I'm in my room talking. Ain't nobody here right now. Nobody here. Just me and this lens. And I'm having a full conversation, you know what I'm saying? Chopping it up, saying what I'm saying. Who am I really talking to right now? Yeah, I'm talking to you, but who is you? Currently, you is me. But in about an hour or so, you will be you all. So it is kind of crazy when you think of it like that. You guys are just watching me talk to myself.
800,000 to 1 million kids get kidnapped a year?
That's
Do you know that?
Is that real?
I don't know. Look it up. I don't know.
Where'd you read that?
I don't know. I mean, somewhere online. I don't know if it's true.
Yo, you see how quick he just switched up? He's like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. I don't know. Look it up. I don't know. I don't know. I should never said it.
I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not. And if you felt the same way, I want to hear this shit. Ever since I was a small child, like small, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be here. I never felt like I belonged. I've always had this thing in my head over and over screaming at me, we're not supposed to be here. This isn't normal. This isn't right. We don't belong here. We need to get out of this shit. And I always chopped it up. I was always told it was depression. I was always told it was that it was me. Something was wrong with me. Now, I think it was my spirit was screaming at me to wake the fuck up. And I finally woke up, and now I'm freaking the fuck out, man. I don't know how many times I've done this. I don't know how many fucking times I'm gonna come back to this bitch. Oh, god damn, dog.
Freaking out. Anybody else feel like that?
Okay, you guys remember how I showed you the maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the governments took them out? And I'm going to show you the Encyclopedia Britannicas in the public libraries before 1958. Here's volume 2 out of the alphabet A. And we're going to flip to the Antarctica, and this is from 1958, as you can see. Now, We're going to flip to the Antarctica and see what the Encyclopedia Britannica from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty, says is there. Now, you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government's banned them. But what I want you to notice right here is, notice how it says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Take a really, really close look at that. Now I'm going to zoom it in for you. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, let me show you with an image of what a flat earth map would look like. Now, this is what a latitude 80 degrees south would look like on a flat earth map. As you can see, the dome comes down closer to you over the wall, which will be about 13,000 feet. Now, if you go back out into the center of the earth, or up the North Pole, and try to go up to the firmament with a little bit of calculation, it's going to show that it's about 385,500 feet away. It's really, really simple, folks. Now, if you're not familiar with any of this at all, and you're just now new to all this, you can say, well, this guy is crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But what you got to ask yourself is, why do all the maps before 1958 show a flat earth with the ice wall around it and a firmament, a dome? And why does the encyclopedia tell you that there's a dome there and it gives you the exact height at a certain latitude and longitude? Well, the reason is because in 1958, that's when all governments and all nations of the world signed the UN treaty to ban all civilians from going to the Antarctica, and NASA came in and erased everything, just like they're erasing everything today. So again, ask yourself, if all this existed before 1958, why doesn't it exist now? How come it all of a sudden was erased and just disappeared out of your history books, out of your encyclopedias, out of your libraries? Wake up, people. Wake up.
Wake up.
The stars, our only hope. Human action resounds in the heavens. The bell echoes above. What we decide here today will polish or crack the firmament. What shall it be? Human action resounds in the heavens. The bell echoes above. What we decide here today will polish or crack the firmament. What shall it be?
Yo.
The reason that they came to our schools and showed us exactly what every drug looks like, exactly how you use it, and exactly what kind of effects it will give you, and also made sure that we knew that the cool kids would be doing it. That's because they wanted us to do drugs so that they could profit off of our rehabilitation and or incarceration.
Makes sense. So what's this? This supposed to be a UFO? That kind of look like a plane. I can't tell though from how blurry the video is. Oh yeah, that probably is a UFO. You know, like the cigar-shaped ones. They say, why would they say a cigar shape?
Dude, I just went down a rabbit hole for the last 2 hours about fucking central casting, dude. Tell me why there's a part of me that fully believes that Alex Jones is just Lee Harvey Oswald recasted.
Mm.
The facial features are like kind of there. It's really fucking weird.
Central casting is crazy, you know. I've heard that word a lot over the last year. I don't know exactly what it means. I mean, they might be recasting certain people for certain roles. I don't know, man. These are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.